It's Friday. It's my favorite day of the week because it's like all work during the day and then it's like pleasure after 4 o'clock. It's happy hour. Welcome to Soscast. Fridays is when me and Nat do our thing. Yeah. Right?
Yes, we do our thing.
You know, I'm trying to look darker. She's trying to look lighter. Ebony and Ivory over here. We got Deli in the house.
Deli.
It feels like one of those days where we're going to all go on some rants like crazy. Welcome to Soscast, episode 96. This is the sexiest financial podcast in the world. This is where finance meets romance. You know what we do here. My name's Adam Sosnick. You can call me Sos. And we have one purpose of this show, Nat. We want to see you guys out there get paid, laid, and do it your way. You know, some people push back, like, what do you mean? Isn't there more to life? I'm like, I don't know. Getting money, getting someone in your life that you want to be with, and doing what you want to do with your life. It's kind of what life's all about. Yes, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at today. It's Friday. We're having a great day. Lot to discuss in what's going on in the world right now.
Oh, yeah.
Today's topic, should we just kind of get right into what we're going to talk about today?
Jump right into it. Yeah,
all right.
I'm ready.
You know, usually I don't let a woman tell me what to do, Nat. But as my co-host, if you say, hey, let's do this, then, you know.
Okay, good.
That's like our friend yesterday. Oh, my, don't get me started. We had a great time yesterday. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. You know we do this show for you. If you haven't subscribed to Valuetainment or the Soscast, please hit that like, please hit that sub, because we want to do more of this kind of stuff like this, and we got some bills to pay, even here at Valuetainment. Here's some of the topics we want to get into today. Hershey's, they got into a little bit of trouble. You know, it's International Women's Day. What better time to roll out our chocolate with nuts candy bar with a trans person out there? Not like that one. Why not? You want it with nuts? Hell yeah, sign me up. Let's go from there. All right, follow the money. As you know, we do consider ourselves, you know, a sexy financial podcast. So we're kind of grappling these things. We're dating, money, relationships, kind of all intersect. But we're gonna go through some serious evidence that basically highlights traditional gender roles, the gender pay gap, the alleged gender pay gap, equality, and we'll do that with hot models and athletes. So we'll kind of use that case example. I feel like the biz doc, anytime I use the word case example these days, he's definitely owns that. We're going to talk about when buying luxury brands goes wrong, right? And Michael B. Jordan, major respect for clapping back at a woman who tried to try him and his greatness, saying he's corny. So we're going to address that. We're going to talk about what it looks like when a woman runs the relationship, takes care of the bills, and has the alpha role in the relationship. And the latest on Andrew Tate. Some weird news, some shocking news. Hope it's not true, but we will address what's going on with Mr. Tate. So I'm going to prepare to get these things going and get the main story. Nat, before I do, what would you like the people to know? You're feeling some type of way today. It's Friday. Go ahead.
Yes. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in. We appreciate everyone in the chat, everyone in, you know, part of the Valuetainment family and community. But of course, you know, make sure you guys always subscribe to all of our channels, including Valuetainment Money. Like today's video, comment, share, because we're going to be covering some trending topics and kind of discussing some controversial things when it comes to these topics. So I'm really excited. It's Friday. I hope you guys got your snacks, you got your waters. We're drinking on that water today, you know?
Yeah, we're on the water vibe today.
Water vibe with a little
Sometimes we'll have a cocktail, but...
water's always good for you.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm super excited. I'm ready to give some value to our audience, and I'm ready to get this party started.
Let's get this freaking party started.
Yeah.
Deli, you know, you were just doing Jed's show a couple hours ago. Now you're on the Soscast. You're putting in work. How you feeling before we get started?
I'm only here so I won't be fined.
Who said that? Was that Allen Iverson? Who was that?
That was Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yep.
Okay, the great Marshawn Lynch. You and him. So, all right, let's get into our first story of the day. Have you seen what is going on with this Hershey's transgender candy bar ad? So basically, it's like when you try to voice your opinion or push your agenda when people are just trying to look for some chocolate in their life, right? I just want some candy in my life. Hershey's wants me to make sure I get the candy with the nuts. And that's what's going on right here.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Yeah, well, 99% of America feels the same way. So here's an ad that they tried to do basically unravel and roll out for International Women's Day. So International Women's Day, I believe the month of March is Women's Month, but March 8th specifically is International Women's Day. So they came out with this ad, and now a lot of people are spelling Hershey, her-she, Her-she. Get it? Play on words, no pun intended. Hershey. So let's take a look at the ad. Deli, you're doing a lot of stuff today. At some point, we're gonna pause. So just be ready to hit that pause button. So let's introduce the face of Hershey's, of the Hershey ad. Her name is Faye Johnstone. And occasionally, it's a 15-second clip, Deli. Just know that we're going to pause it a few times. So here's what Hershey's is under fire for, basically for International Women's Day. Go ahead, play the clip.
My name is Faye Johnstone. I'm the Executive Director of Wisdom to Action.
Okay, if we can go back. Just pause. Now just go back 2 seconds.
What
now,
is going
okay, so her name is, or its name is Faye Johnstone, 27. See if you can remove the thing. By the way, I know about LGBTQ. This is new to me.
It's two
There's a two, an S. Nat, go ahead.
It's two SLGBTQIA plus advocate.
Yeah, there's a plus in there. They're throwing some Roman numerals. I thought I saw a pi sign in there. Pi sign. And just look at the face of women these days.
Yikes.
There she is in all her glory, Faye Johnstone. I feel like she just lose the Faye and just call her Jon Stone. It's like fucking Game of Thrones, Jon Snow's transgender cousin, Faye Johnstone. Jon Stone is out here, throwing nuts in the chocolate bar. All right, here we go. There are two SLGBTQIALLMNOGNOP advocate, Faye Johnstone, the face of Hershey's. Let's continue to play this video.
Director of Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See the women changing how we see the future at Hershey's Canada.
Boom. Okay, shout out to Canada. Let's remove that. Shout out to Canada, by the way. They are now, what's the last quote that they use? They say, these are the women changing how we see the future. So call me old-fashioned, Natalya. Call me one of them oldie folks. I thought that International Women's Day was supposed to be about women.
Yes, Adam.
So what is happening right here when Jon Stone over here is now the face, not one of the people in the crowd. Mm-hmm. She's not one of the gals in the image. She is the face of Hershey's chocolate candy bar with nuts. Does this make you feel some type of way?
Yeah, it makes me a little sad. Because to me, I see this and I see Hershey and I see Hershey now like you're dying to be trending again. Like I see that you're trying to pull what you can to cause attention to your brand, even if you don't really abide by it. I don't know if this is something that they really do represent and they love and that's what they want to push. But when I see stuff like this, I think it's just people trying to jump on a bandwagon and give themselves attention again. Because how can you put someone like Faye Johnstone as a face for a Women's Day, that we're celebrating, like to me, I don't relate to that at all. And I'm a born female.
Yeah. You're one of them, huh? One of those old school vagina wearing ladies.
Yes, Adam.
What you got in the pants? One of them vaginas? I don't know about all that. Unless you got a dick in there, you ain't a real woman.
Yes.
That's
exactly.
What's going on. What, you a Hershey? What's going
you
on?
You are on today with the jokes.
I am on fire right now.
Because
you know what? I'm not a huge chocolate guy, but when I have a piece of chocolate, it's like I don't need indoctrination and
chewing
wokeness.
On the nuts.
Chewing on my nuts. Now I'm all up in my head. It's like, holy shit, I just wanted a goddamn Snickers bar.
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking is I'm chewing these nuts right now. This is aggressive. I don't need that in my life. This is like, I want to talk money. I want to talk dating. I want to talk relationships. But for International Women's Day, I want to see hot women. I want to see women who are making something, who are making the world better.
I want to see
family
women. I want to see mothers. I want to see sisters. I want to see aunts. I want to see all of those things, like the different types of women that are needed in the world today. And for
what
us
you
to
don't want to see is John Stone. John Stone's all up in the mix. Got me fired up out here, John. Jeez Louise.
This is what I was talking about in our episode yesterday.
Oh yeah, when you went full Dr. Jordan Peterson.
Yes, because I saw this on one of the articles that Chrissy wrote.
Yeah.
And I watched this, and it just put such a bad taste in my mouth. It just made me think, like, all the natural, real women out there, like, how do you see this and be like, oh yeah, we're celebrating Women's Day, like this is a perfect representation of what a woman is. Like this is probably the worst representation of what a woman is, you know. And you know, no offense to the people who feel like that's what they were supposed to do and transition, and absolutely you do what you got to do, and you do it by yourself. But to force something like this on everybody else, it's unattractive. And to me, it looks like Hershey's like desperate for eyes. They're desperate for sales. They're desperate for new audience, and they're willing to, you know, market something like this for that.
Yeah, pull up that picture of what Hershey's is doing politically. It's up there. Not that one. Jesus, Dally. I mean, we spent
Christ.
20 minutes picking out the pictures. This one.
Yeah.
This is you trying to get some chocolate in your life, and Hershey's just with an old trombone with nuts in your mouth, in your face. Boom, punching on that, Deli. Come on now.
Yikes. That
So
is
there you are,
disastrous.
Hershey's, just with the old, is that a trombone? Whatever it is. Whatever the biggest horn out there, they're just blowing it all up in your face. And you're like,
Yes.
hey, I just wanted a little chocolate and bang.
But you know,
Hershey's. Okay, thanks.
But
Del.
you know, now Hershey is gonna be like known for this. Like this is now like, oh, okay, now we know what Hershey's doing. You know, like I don't look at Hershey now as like good chocolate. I look at it as like you're a bandwagon jumper trying to get people to buy your product. And I don't know, I have a hard time respecting that, just because, you know, you've been a brand that's been around for many, many years, and no offense, but the marketing has like died down. You know, there's been nothing new about Hershey. So it's like, you know, for a fact, this is going to get you eyes. This is going to get the trans people to be like, oh, we love Hershey's. Like, and it's sad. It's
Deli,
sad
go
because it's
back
like
to
they're
that clip.
using them. They're
Go
using
back to the
them.
actual clip. Here's what's happening.
Yeah.
So, because we're going to play the clip one more time. Here's what happens. It's International Women's Day. Go with me now, guys. Here it is. It's International Women's Day. The Hershey's marketing department goes, you know what? It's International Women's Day. Here's what I got for you. Hershey's. She. Here we go. Hershey's. Boom. International Women's Day. Why highlight beautiful, sexy woman eating chocolate? No, that's too basic. Women eating chocolate? That ain't us. We need a dude, and we want a chocolate bar with nuts. And this is what we need in our life. Play that clip one more time, Deli. This is Hershey's.
Faye Johnstone. I'm the executive director of Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See the women changing how we see the future.
Okay, now this is what this reminds me of. I remember not too long ago, go to that next clip. I used to be a huge fan of SNL, still am, okay? There used to be a skit with Chris Farley, David Spade, and Adam Sandler. Punch in on that. And they worked at the Gap, okay? And this was a joke. This was the 90s, okay? Not too long ago, Adam Sandler, okay, he played a woman. During that skit, we're good. During that skit, he identified as a woman that worked for the Gap.
Yeah.
Chris Farley out there, look at me, okay? Nobody thought that he was actually a woman.
Yeah.
It was a joke. It was fun. Nobody was like, oh my God, I'm so offended. It was funny. But at this point, it's becoming so over the top ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, the face of Hershey's is a dude with nuts. Okay? And he may have cut him off. I don't know.
Yeah.
He might have gone from M&M with nuts to basic M&Ms, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's kind of getting outlandish.
Yeah.
Here's what's happening. And this is going to be a little political right now. No matter where you're at politically. So I consider myself to be very moderate. I'm a moderate person. I'm an independent. Okay, I've been a registered independent. But when I see things on the right that pisses me off, I'm going to say something. When I say things on the left that pissed me off. I'm going to say something. Look, the things on the people on the right, things on the right, they've said there's been stuff that's just been obnoxious. Now, people on the left are basically like, oh yeah, you think you guys are obnoxious? Hold my beer. Hold my Hershey bar with nuts. Let me show you how fucking nuts we can get. And you start losing people, right? When there's people on your side who are like, nah, I don't play this game.
Yeah.
When you have people who are like, no, I'm all for LGBTQ. I'm all for that. Cool. Yeah. I've got gay friends. I've got lesbian friends. Like, I'm cool with it. But now you're messing with my chocolate.
Yeah.
And now you're all up in the mix right now. And it's getting super aggressive. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you guys another story. We had Pearly Things on not too long ago. Okay? And Pearly Things was, what do you need to do?
I want to turn the thing so I can see.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Pearly Things.
Oh, good. So here's a story for you. So this is kind of how crazy things are getting. So Pearly Things was on, what was she on? Right before the New Year? Right after New Year?
Yes.
2 months ago. Shout out to Pearl. And Pearl's telling us this story about how she was on an all-women's panel to discuss basically traditional versus modern women. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if there were 8 or 10 women on the panel. I think it was 8. Mm-hmm. Let's just say 10 for this story.
Yeah.
So there was 8 to 10 women on the panel, okay? And 2 women were trans women. So that means 20 to 25% of the panel was trans women representing women. Now, if 25% of women were trans or identified as trans, then I would say that is actually a fair selection. That is part of the pool that is natural. Now, what percentage of women or men or whatever you want to call it these days do you think identify as trans? What percentage in America?
I don't know.
Take a wild guess.
I don't know, Adam. I don't even want to guess. I don't know.
Throw a number out there. 1 through 100.
1 through 100, I would say maybe like 20, 30, 35%, 30%.
What? I just told you.
Yeah.
Okay, the numbers, I said, that's what, okay, Nat. Oh my.
I'm sorry.
25% of women identify as trans? How many women do you know?
Good amount.
How many in your life? This is a trick question.
A couple hundred, I guess.
Okay, so you know 100 women.
Yeah.
How many are trans?
None.
Okay, there you fucking go. 25,
no, but 25%? What I'm
percent
accounting for, though, is like if I'm out and I see women, I will see a few trans people in there.
Okay, well, here's the number.
Yeah.
It's 0.5%.
Okay.
It's less than 1%. Meaning this isn't common. When you're doing a women's panel and there's 10 women on the panel, you should have like a half a midget trans lady to represent the trans community in the greater context, not 2 women. So when I see 2 women in a 10-woman panel, it's like, calling bullshit. That's like if there was an all-men's panel, okay? And there were 4 gay dudes. I'd be like, I'm cool with the one gay guy being on the panel. But 40% of men aren't gay. Why would there be so many gay people? So if you're having a women's panel, why are there that large of a representation for women? So maybe I'm fucking going crazy here. Maybe I'm backwards. You guys let me know in the chat. Is Adam insane? Is Adam hating on LGBTQ? Or is Adam being like, he's kind of right here? Deli, would you do a poll? Do you know how to do polls? Let's throw a poll out there. Is Hershey's in the wrong making a man, a trans man, the face of International Women's Day? Okay? Maybe that's the poll. So to me, it's a little insane.
What I also want to consider too is you don't see too much marketing for the opposite way with women turning into men. You know? Like, I wonder why, like, it's more of a bigger deal than men turning into women. It's just interesting because it's like you don't see companies marketing that.
Yeah.
You're just like, how come? Is it more of a wow factor? Or you are just looking for eyes? Is it just that more men are turning into women? Like, where is this kind of like coming from? It's just very weird to see. And I think you made a comment yesterday. It was like, you don't see women turning into men to go compete in men's sports.
Oh, you do not see that.
So it's like, are men changing their gender to opt out on certain responsibilities today?
I doubt they're doing this to quote unquote get a leg up in sports. Okay?
I don't think so.
No, they're just like, you know what?
No.
I'm really trying to make my name in sports right now, so
Gonna put some tits
I'm
on.
gonna cut my dick off. And I'm gonna put some fake titties in there, and I'm gonna go become the best NCAA swimmer out there. You wait and see. Check me out. And I don't think they're doing that for like those types of reasons. I generally think they have something going on.
Yeah.
You know, some sort of, I don't want to use the word like illness.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not
They're
saying
just
it's
a little like confused.
Confused.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna give you some homework.
Yeah.
Why don't you do a little homework on what is actually happening? Why don't you do that?
Okay, I will do that.
Because you feel some type of way about this.
I do.
You went full Dr. Jordan Peterson yesterday. We have a lovely 25-year-old brown woman over here that went full 60-year-old Canadian man on me yesterday.
I just want to like make this very clear. This is not me saying like I hate trans people. Like this is not that. What I'm saying is that, you know, if you make that transition and you want to do that, like you're more than welcome to make the decision and live that life of whatever it is. But to have like companies and people and groups like have to market it like it's something to market. Like I don't understand why you feel like you have to market what you are doing in your life. Like I think it's more valuable when you just do what you got to do and you get it done and then you're known for that. So it's like, I don't know, I just feel like it almost looks like they're using these types of people for their brand, not because they really like support from what I've seen.
Don't get it. Yeah. Actually, perfect segue for the next story. Del, you with me?
Yep.
So, breaking news, by the way. Here's what's going on in Tennessee right now. Okay, so Tennessee became the first state just now to restrict drag performances. Okay? So, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
If this is what you want to do with your life, you want to be trans, you want to be drag, you want to be LGBTQ, LMNOPWA, all that. Listen, it's not illegal.
Yeah.
You can do what you want to do, okay? I'm not banning you. I'm not censoring you. I'm not saying that you should be canceled. You shouldn't go to jail. None of that, okay? You can do your own thing. I live in Miami. I live in South Beach. I have gay friends. But here are my rules, okay? I have 3 rules that I'm going to put out there for the trans people out there, okay? We're not your enemies. We're just normal people living our lives. And here are my rules of what I stand by. Number 1, first and foremost, stay away from the kids.
Yes,
okay?
please.
Stop over-sexualizing everything, especially with kids. Number 1, society in itself needs to be less over-sexualized. Women, the thoughts out there, the Instagram, the booty pics. Like, we are so hyper over-sexualized in society right now that is bleeding into kids and trans and indoctrination. And, like, how slippery can the slope go?
Yep.
So I'm not here. So if you scroll to the top of the screen here, I'm not saying that you should, like, I'm not going to draconian measures of where, you know, the government should be restricting or banning performances. Okay, with the exception of leave the fucking kids alone. Okay, that's number 1.
Yes.
So number 2, I don't care how hard you try, please stop trying to make this mainstream.
Yes.
Okay? Cool. If 0.5% of you, of 1% of you, of 5% of you identify as LGBTQ, trans, all that, cool. It's all good. But what does that mean? That means 99% of people don't. Okay? You know what I think we should make mainstream?
Right.
Families.
Oh.
Just normal old families.
How could
with
you
kids
say that?
And grandmas.
Oh my
and
gosh.
moms and dads and kids and families and hot chicks eating chocolate. Just normal old that's mainstream to me. Okay? So that it's like you're trying to force this complete woke trans agenda down our throats. Go back to that picture with the trombone. It's like you're trying to do this.
Yeah.
When all daddy wants is a piece of chocolate, baby.
Yeah.
Like, all I want is a piece of chocolate. Now I got nuts in my mouth.
Yeah.
Don't need that. Thank you for that, Deli. So here's kind of how I'm at. Again, you want to be trans? Be trans. We don't care.
Yeah.
This isn't like, oh my God, I can't. We're not hating on you.
Yeah.
We're not saying that you're a lesser of a person. We're not saying you're a second-class citizen. What we are saying is leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop trying to push your agenda down our throat.
Right.
Because it's not exactly what we want in our lives.
Right.
You know, we had that whole conversation yesterday of like, can you convince someone to be gay or not? And I was like, yeah, I don't see this. Like, I've been to a gay club before.
Yeah.
And like a lot of chicks there, by the way. It's easy pickings for us straight guys out there. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's something that's ever going to affect me. He's like, dude, you're a 40-year-old man. He's like, imagine being a 16-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid, 8-year-old kid. And all of a sudden, being trans, cutting your dick off is cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, just remember how impressionable you are as a kid.
Yep.
Here's my last point. So you can identify as whatever you want. That's cool. You want to identify as a man, she, he, they, them, all good. Like nobody's saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you are identifying as a woman, even though you're a man." It's like it's a little ridiculous, but you do you, buddy.
Right.
But here, how far does it go? Meaning, you know who I am, guys? You know who I am now? I'm Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I'm motherfucking Peter Pan. It's like, yeah, I fly around, I hang out with the Lost Boys, from Never Never Land, and I'm just living in Peter Pan land. And it's like, I want you to address me as Peter Pan. And you're like, for you, you'll be like, oh, okay, Peter, like, do your thing. Yeah. Oh, my name's Peter. It's not Adam.
Yeah.
Call me Peter Pan.
Too much.
It's like, okay, from your perspective, from the conventional world, traditional world's perspective, they look at you and they're like, all right, I guess you're Peter Pan now.
Yeah.
But here's the reality. I saw the movie Hook. You weren't in that thing, buddy. Okay? You're living in fantasy land over here. You're in Never Never Land. Okay? You're out there trying to hang out with the Lost Boys. And, like, that's not the reality. That's fantasy land. So, we're encapsulating this entire story about trans, LGBT. Now the government is stepping in here, where it's like all this identity politics. It's like these are the issues that other, like China, Russia, India, competitive countries, they look at us and they're like, look, these stupid idiots. Okay, we try to have normal life over here in Russia. We're fighting a war. These guys want to chop their dick off and worry about chocolate. Like, it's so over the top. Like, this is why we're laughable.
It's true.
And you're talking to somebody that loves America.
Yep.
I love America. Okay? Like, yes, we have issues. Okay? You have things to worry about. Every country does. Okay? But these are the types of issues that just make us kind of laughable.
Yeah.
And I'd like to get back to normal business, solving the debt crisis, dealing with healthcare, whether you want to call it climate change or hoax or not, like these are real issues. Trans issues affects 0.5% of society, and you're forcing it down all our throats. And I don't want nuts in my mouth anymore.
Period, point blank. I think this is also something to also consider, in the future. It's like, as this becomes more of the norm, people like this will be possibly voted into certain powers and be making decisions. And that's very scary, because to have people who are going through these transitions, it's not just like you put a wig on and you're a girl. Like, these people are taking medication. They're going through surgeries, all the rehab and all that stuff. And then to have somebody with all of that distress on their body, medicine, all those things that they put into their body, and then people may vote them into power. To make decisions.
Or they get nominated for a position.
Exactly.
This is actually happening. Deli,
Yes.
Google this real quick
It's
if we can.
very scary.
Google, I'm going to butcher this, but trans, it's maybe the Department of Health, trans lady. Okay?
Of health.
I know what you're talking about.
All right.
Yeah, but it's like you see this and
Okay.
it's not that there's
Go
something
and then
wrong
hit
with
images.
Yeah. It's not that it's like
Images,
these people are
images.
horrible, but it's like,
Boom.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go now.
How do you
Go to the top left picture.
Oh, I think it was this picture they used.
And I even think like
Okay.
this is a bad representation of trans
Now,
people.
is that a man? That's a woman? Man?
It's a man.
Trans?
It's a trans man.
Okay, it's a transgender official, Rachel Levine. Okay? Sergeant Levine. Okay, we're good. But, exactly. But, now hear me out. So I don't sound like some sort of homophobe. If we have 1,000 people in Congress or in government, and we have 1, 2 That's a fair representative of society.
Sure.
But your concern is like, next thing you know, we've got 100.
Yes.
And they're the ones making the rules.
On its way. Look at the shows today. How much you want to bet? Go turn on your shows, your favorite shows, movies. I guarantee you there's somebody part of that community in there. I guarantee you. And it's like, I get we're trying to like embrace the different types of people in the world. And we have them in some, but like every single thing, there has to be one of these. And it's like, we got it, like I don't have issues with gay people. I love gay people. Like gay people, like I'm cool. Like there's nothing wrong with me, trans and gay. Like I respect you from afar. You do your thing. I do my thing. But as soon as you start, again, forcing it into people's face, it's almost like you want to like rebel, like ew, no, I don't want to, I'm done. Like unfortunately, as this whole community has become bigger, it's made me a little bit more like distant. And it's like, it's a shame because even the people who are like the loudest in this community aren't the best representation of the community either, which is a shame because it's like, these people aren't bad people. They're not bad people, but it's like the people who are representing them in the public eye, they're not the best representation all the time. Yeah. And it's very worrisome and it's sad because these people are going through things that they're not comfortable with in their life, and you would hope that people around them are welcoming to it, but as soon as you start forcing it, like how do you welcome something that's being forced onto you? So it's just something to consider. It makes me physically like uncomfortable, and I get you want to do your thing, but I just don't like the idea of it being put in our face and we have to just accept it because that's just the way it is. Like it's a little unreasonable, and I think it's a bad representation of like what brands are doing.
And it kind of goes to a theme that I constantly talk about corrections and overcorrections, right? So, politically it happens, social issue it happens, accepting things that are different, classic liberalism, that was in the 60s, 70s, civil rights, it was a correction that was needed. Now you're going overcorrection with all the woke BLM stuff. It almost seems like it's an overcorrection. Yeah. So, everyone's big on being accepted. Being accepted in society. Hey, just want you to accept me for who I am. Hey, I need you to accept. Yeah. Cool. I think we're all good with being accepted, but don't expect me to accept stuff that I think is nonsensical. Okay? I'll accept you as a human, as a great person, all good, no matter what you are. But when you're pushing agendas down people's throats, Hershey's, trans, right? All this kind of stuff like that, it just gets a little nonsensical. Yeah. And don't expect normal people to accept that. Yeah. And by the way, you and I would say, very moderate in our thoughts. We're not very left. We're not very right. Yeah. We've got friends who are further left than us. We have friends who are further right. Politically, socially, lifestyle, all that. But when you start going fringe elements, I'm not even talking politically, I'm talking social fringe stuff, that's where you start losing people. Yep. And when you start losing moderates and independent thinkers, that's when you start losing the game, baby. Yep. Anyway, that's that. Yep. So shout out to Hershey's on International Women's Day. Yikes. For putting them nuts in that chocolate. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay. So this concept got me thinking, all right, cool. We talk about on Soscast all the time, traditional gender roles. What should men do? What should women do? Are there things that women have to do or men have to do? I'm all about choice. I'm all about expression. I'm all about living the life that you want, all good. But that's also, at the same time, let's agree that there are certain traditions or traditional roles that are more for men and more for women. And if you don't believe me, let's follow the money. So we're going to talk a little bit of money right now and follow the money, traditional gender roles, and the wage gap. And to do so, to use a case example, we're going to use traditional roles for men, strength and athleticism, and for women, for beauty. So here's the deal. So we'll use that in context of the NBA and the WNBA. So let's go down this path right now. So here are the highest paid players in the NBA. Before we even go down this list, let me state this. The average salary for an average NBA player, take a guess, throw a number. Average,
I don't know.
Between 1 million and 1 billion.
Average, I'd say 5 million.
Okay, you're not far off. Yes. It is actually 9.6 million.
Okay.
That's the average salary. There's a league minimum of $1 million. So if you're just the end of the bench scrub, 15th man on the team, congratulations, you just made $1 million this year. If you're the average player, you know, you're getting in the game, you're doing your thing, you're not the starter, you're not the hero, you're not the star, you're not the all-star, you're making $9.6 million a year. Not too shabby. The average career in the NBA lasts 4.5 years. So if you just take these basic numbers, you're an average player, you're making $9.6 million times 4, let's just use round numbers, $10 million a year times 5 years, you just made $50 million, between $40 and $50 million. Hell yeah, you are now rich. Congratulations, NBA players, okay? So let's go down the list here. The highest paid player in the NBA is the one and only Steph Curry with the shot.
Yeah.
Okay, Steph Curry makes $48 million a year. Now, we'll go down this list real quick. This isn't a sports show, but Steph Curry makes $48 million a year. The most famous players in the NBA, LeBron James makes $44 million. KD makes $43 million. You got Russell Westbrook making $47 million. Bradley Beal, $43 million. Paul George, Kawhi. These guys are all making $40+ million. Giannis, Klay Thompson, Rudy Gobert. The list goes on and on and on and on. Keep going down the list if we can just go down here. Okay. Boom. Luka Doncic, major amazing player. There's going on there. Keep going. Two-time league MVP at the bottom of this list is, keep going, Nikola Jokic, $32 million. Okay, that's the MVP of the league. Top 30 people. So you're talking 30 to 45, $48 million for the top NBA players. Not a bad salary.
Yeah.
The average player makes almost $10 million. Again, follow the money. Traditional gender roles here. Follow me, guys. Follow the money. NBA player, you make it to the league, okay? You are a multimillionaire. You're making $10 million a year. And if you're one of the great ones, you're one of the all-star, you're making shit, 40, almost $50 million a year.
Wow.
Not bad. Keep practicing your free throws, kids.
Yeah.
Now, now let's talk WNBA.
Women.
Ballin'. The women out there. Now let's talk. Now you have a general idea, Nat,
Okay.
of what the top NBA players make. You have an idea of what the average NBA player makes. Top guys making 40, 50 million. Average guys making 9, 10 million. Minimum making $1 million. What do you think the average WNBA player makes? Average. And what do you think the top LeBron James, Steph Curry, WNBA player makes? So the average and best, WNBA. Go ahead.
I'd say the average is making a little bit over $600,000.
Okay.
And I'd say the highest paying is making, we'll give him a good number, $5 million.
Okay, so you're saying the average WNBA player is making $600,000.
Yeah, around there.
And the best player, can you name any WNBA players?
No, I cannot.
So the best player who you cannot name is making $6 million a year. Got it. Deli, have you seen the numbers yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't weigh in on this.
Am I close?
Okay. Nat, there's close and then there's really far off. And you are really far off. By the way, before I reveal these numbers, you guys let me know what you think the average WNBA player makes and what the top WNBA players make. Put that in the chat below. I'm going to put this right now. So when I tell you you're not even close, baby girl, you ain't even close.
That's the singing.
You are so freaking far off. It's not even close.
It's okay.
And follow me now. Follow the money.
Follow me.
The wage gap. Traditional gender roles. We doing some stuff over here now.
Okay.
The average WNBA player makes, on average, $100,000 a year.
Wow.
So you're making 6 figures, girl.
I shot high for you ladies.
You were reaching for the ladies.
I was.
Now only 10 women make more than $200,000.
Yeah.
Only 10 women. Okay, we're not going to go through the names. You're not going to know them. So the average career in the NBA is 3.5 years. So let's say you're the average WNBA player. You've dedicated your whole life to being a baller. You're doing your thing. You're out there. You're a girl. I'm going to make it to the WNBA, baby. I'm going to do it. You last 3.5 years in the league. You make $100,000 a year. You just made $350,000 for your career. And now you broke. Because what are you doing after the WNBA? You're going to now start coaching the WNBA? Average salary is $50,000 a year for a coach.
Oh my God.
So now that is your career. So you're dedicating your life to being a WNBA. And no shame with you guys, but this isn't exactly the life of luxury for a WNBA player. You're not retiring because of this money. The highest paid player in the WNBA, her name is Jackie Young. Okay, so she plays for the Las Vegas Aces. She makes $250,000 a year.
Right.
The highest paid player in the NBA is Steph Curry. He makes $48 million. Jackie Young, the highest paid player in the WNBA, makes $250,000. So the best player in the WNBA versus Steph Curry, the best player in the NBA by payroll, he is beating her by $47 million, $750,000. Talk about that gender pay gap a little bit.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
Little big gap right there. By the way, we talked about the most famous player in the NBA. LeBron James makes $44 million a year. The most famous players in the WNBA, Candace Parker. Is that even a name you know?
No.
Candace Parker, most famous player. Take a guess how much she makes. I just told you the most was $250.
And she's the second best?
She's the most famous.
Oh, she's the most famous.
Yep.
So...
She's making $100,000.
Okay.
Okay, Nat almost said 300, which would have been more than the most.
You said she's the best player.
I said the best player. I'm sorry, the highest paid makes $250. The
Right.
most famous is $100,000.
Well, why is she the most famous?
She's just the most famous. It's almost like LeBron makes less than Steph, even though LeBron's more famous.
I see.
Okay. Listen, we have Nat here for multiple reasons. It ain't for math or for knowing geography.
Not me.
Never seen a WNBA game before, clearly.
She's also
I have not.
Okay, how about this? You'll know this name. She's in the top 10 of highest paid NBA players. Have you ever heard of Brittany Griner?
Brittany Griner. Is she the one who got with that?
She still doesn't know.
Brittany Griner. She was
Yes?
curly hair.
Go.
Yeah, and she's kind of like a little
I think you're thinking of Britney Spears, baby.
No, I'm thinking of Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner.
She's like a big social media influencer.
You're
right?
thinking of Brittany Renner.
Yes. Oh, Brittany Griner. She was arrested.
Yes. Okay. We're getting somewhere
I'm sorry.
here, guys.
I'm sorry. I don't watch.
She was arrested. She was swapped for the fucking minister of death.
Yeah.
The doctor of death, whatever
I'm
his
sorry,
name was
Brittany.
from Russia.
I'm sorry,
I'm sure it was even more vilified name than that, whatever his name was. The minister of death or the Dr. Evil. She was swapped with him in a prisoner swap with Russia and Vladimir Putin's.
I love your accent.
She's back out here balling out, eating some fish, playing in the WNBA. If you caught that one, ladies and gentlemen. She makes $225,000 a year, Brittany Griner. So there is a major, major gender pay gap. Follow the money with the NBA and the WNBA.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think, Nat, that the NBA and the players of the NBA make so much more money
It's simple.
than the women in the WNBA?
It's so simple.
Tell me why.
Because more people watch the men play than women.
Oh.
No offense. I mean, listen, I love women, especially today. I love the ladies. But if you want to be honest, what's getting more views? What's being talked about more? Do you see more? It's the men's basketball.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with women playing. Listen, I played basketball in middle school, and I played 1 year in high school, and I love it. It's a great sport. It teaches you discipline, teamwork. It does all those things, and it's fun, absolutely. But with what the audience of that sport to see is more majority of men playing.
How about a couple other things for you? By the way, I'd like to see a picture of you when you used to be a WNBA baller in high school. Hey-o. How about capitalism? How about free market enterprise? How about supply and demand? How about basic economics? How about eyeballs? How about attention? How about fans? How about it makes complete sense that NBA players are making so much more than WNBA players because there's a major market for watching the WNBA, for watching the finals, watching the All-Star game, the biggest stars in the world, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, all that and then some. Okay, they're running laps around a WNBA, you couldn't even name a WNBA player. When I said Brittany frickin' Griner, you're like, oh, Brittany Renner? No, not that bitch.
I'm sorry.
The other bitch that got swapped out. So it's just not even one of those things. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Now, it might sound like you might say, I don't know, Saz, you sound pretty misogynist right now. Well, then let's flip the script a little bit.
Okay.
Let's flip the script a little bit. Okay. Let's talk about, we want to show this real quick?
Yeah.
By the way, what we're going to talk about in a second about what models make. Okay?
Okay.
Female models and male models, to be fair. By the way, we're talking about traditional gender roles, men being men, alpha men being more masculine, women being more feminine. Check out these feminine ladies that were playing in the University of Kentucky versus University of Florida women's basketball match, and you let me know how feminine these women seem to you. So if we can make that screen bigger, let's watch this cat fight that went down, Florida versus Kentucky in the SEC tournament, first round. Go ahead.
All the way.
Oh, she threw the ball at the other girl. Okay.
It's gone.
Oh, she's going for
Players
it.
are running. Weish went running off to Petty, and now players need to be separated.
Yeah, we don't need that.
We don't need
We
that.
don't need that.
You heard the ladies even say, we don't need
Separate
that.
players, the Weish sisters.
Okay, here's this lady.
See the death in the crowd,
Okay.
too.
All right, now let's go down this article a little bit. So this is just sad. Nobody wants to see this in a game, or do we? But here's some visuals of the fight. Okay, so these women are so Nat, you're gonna have to help me with this one.
Yeah.
You know, it's no secret that a lot of female WNBA players, college basketball players, women, turn out to be lesbians. Shocker alert. I'm not sure if you knew that. Okay. Now, they're are they feminine? Are they masculine? Are they a little bit of both?
I think they're both. I don't think that like them playing basketball makes them like a man, but I do think that when you're playing sports in general, it brings more of that masculinity out of you, because there's femininity and masculinity in everybody. So I think when you do certain things, that will also trigger one to come out a little bit more. I can understand if you're playing a sport and it's tied and you're trying to win, like of course you're going to be more aggressive and
competitive.
Competitive.
That's cool.
Like that's going to come out naturally. So I don't think, them playing basketball is necessarily like, oh, they're man. Like I don't think that at all. I just think based on circumstances and like high emotions, like by default, your masculinity just comes out a little bit more. And I think for sports, you need that though. You need to have that strength, that like type of manly strength to go through things like this and then to recover from a fight like this, and it's
Pause that one right there. I don't know.
It's
I
very
think
aggressive.
I think
It is very
certain
aggressive.
like there's certain sports that, and again, there's a theme of this episode. Do you? But we are noticing themes and patterns here, okay? So there's certain sports like volleyball.
Yeah, I love
soccer,
volleyball. That's my favorite sport. It's volleyball.
Okay,
was the
figure
center.
skating even. That you can be competitive, but also feminine and sexy. Like if you've ever seen women in the volleyball shorts, sign me up for a volleyball game, ladies and gentlemen. But now you have these women in these baggy pants in basketball, acting like men, talking shit out there. Scroll in on this lady, by the way. She's got 2 tarantulas growing out of her fucking eye socket. These women and their eyelashes.
Stop.
I don't get it, okay? What happened to just a little bit of eyelash, a little bit of makeup?
But
She's got 2 tarantulas growing out of her face socket.
But she's
She's fighting people. How do you expect people not to think,
She has a whole boxing form.
she's 6'5". She's got fucking Floyd Mayweather hands thrown up right now, and you want me to be like, no, she's feminine.
No.
I don't know about all that, Teresa.
So let me ask you a question. You know how they have like, I guess, flag football for women? Like they run around basically like underwear and like shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Do you think that's more of a feminine type of female sport as well because of what they're wearing?
What they're trying to do is they're like, don't notice all the lesbians tackling the shit out of each other. Let's put them in pink little cute outfits and guys will be like, oh, this is nice. Okay, who's the most famous? What kind of sport is that?
Football?
Yeah, well, it's like powderpuff football.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Something
Who's the
like
most famous woman that does that?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
exactly, because nobody knows her fucking name. Who's the most famous NFL player?
Football? Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Okay,
Aaron
I got that right,
Rodgers,
I got that
okay?
right. Yeah.
Drew Brees. He just retired a few years ago.
Yeah.
All right? Mahomes. The quarterbacks goes on. I mean, I'm just thinking
Right.
of the most famous quarterbacks. You know their names.
Right.
Versus powderpuff football. It's like WNBA. Nobody's watching that. Nobody's playing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think these women, I think like they know going into this career, like it's not going to be like a high paying career. I think these women actually go into like, I love this sport and I want to do the sport because I have a love for it.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Just for the record. And by the way,
Yeah.
if you get a free scholarship to a fucking
Yeah,
great
girls,
school,
do your thing.
Do your
Like,
thing.
if
All
you
good.
have a passion for
Save
it,
that
like,
money. Get a
for
scholarship.
sure.
You know
And-
I'm all about that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, sports teach you different things that life won't. So, like, ladies, don't feel like, oh, because, you know, we don't get paid a lot, like, I shouldn't do it. Like, if it's something you love and you want to do, like, there's going to be lessons that you learn through this whole experience that you'll be able to use out in the future of the world. But,
Yeah, all right.
you know,
And
don't
then-
go into it like, oh, I'm going to make some real money and you find me a husband doing it, like, doing that, because I don't think that's what that is supposed to be
I
for
doubt
you.
that, no.
Yeah.
Game's over. Let's hit the showers. Let's go scissor each other in the other room. Let's call it a day. Put me in, coach.
gosh.
Holy shit.
Put me in, coach. You're
All
funny.
right. Anyway,
You got the jokes today.
we got some jokes. Anyway, just before we let's move on, transition. Before I'm labeled a misogynist or anything, I'm a basketball fan. All right.
Before you said,
Yeah.
somebody said in the chat, they said we should see the wage gap for
Yeah.
OnlyFans between men and women.
Well, that's
That should
literally
be
what we're about to do
interesting.
right
Yeah.
now.
I'm like, good one.
Okay,
That's a good
exactly.
comment. Yes.
A lot more women are making money on OnlyFans.
Yes.
Showing their versus a guy who's out there doing it. But here,
Right.
let's use that as an example. With that OnlyFans and model, sexualization, beauty, okay? And let's compare women models to male models. Now here, ironically, I just Googled who are the highest paid models in the world. It could have been women, it could have been men. Just give me the highest paid models in the world. Now, so the list, let's go down this list real quick.
Damn.
So, and Deli, we're going to go fast. Highest paid women in the world. Number 15, highest paid models in the world. Number 15, Carly Kloss, 13 million. 14, Alexandra Ambrosio,
Beautiful.
16 million. This is per year.
Yeah.
Miranda Kerr, gorgeous, 17 million. You got Dutzin Kraus, okay?
pretty good.
I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
German, 17 million. Candace Swanpool, 18 million. Mega Babe. Liu Wen, $18 million a year. Okay, you got Joanne Smalls, you're killing me, Smalls, $19 million a year. Bella Hadid, $19 million. Fun fact, she's dating for the last 4 years one of my best girlfriend's younger brothers.
Oh, wow.
She's like, you know who my brother's dating? I'm like, oh, I don't know, Sarah down the block? Oh, Bella Hadid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Google that real quick, by the way.
Yeah.
Bella Hadid boyfriend.
Let's see.
His name is Mark Kalman. His sister is Dana Kalman. She's married to my boy John Stern.
Wow.
And it's crazy. I was like, I haven't seen Mark since fucking college.
Wow.
Turns out he's out there in LA banging out Bella Hadid. Good for you, Mark.
Probably
Save
makes
that
her feel-
money because you're going to need it, all right? I don't know if
her
that's
feel
going to last
loved.
forever. So Bella Hadid, 19 million. 7, Gigi Hadid, 20 million. The Hadids
Sisters.
are fucking balling.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And banging.
Cara Delevingne, $31 million a year. And now here's the top 5. Adriana Lima, $31 million. Number 4, Rosie Huntington Whitley, $32 million. Giselle, newly single Giselle Holler, $35 million. Number 2 on this list is Christy Teigen, married to the one and only John Legend, $39 million. And drum roll, please, number 1.
We knew that.
Kendall Jenner, $40 million a year. So the top model in the world is Kendall Jenner. She makes $40 million a year.
Yeah.
The list of all the highest paid models in the world, all women. Where are the men at? Why can't men be part of this? Men need to show me men. Okay? So here's what happens is the average salary for a model, a female model, is $125,000 a year. Not bad. The average career, though, only lasts 5 years. And then they hit what is known as the proverbial wall. Okay? So women's career, last 5 years, but they are making, what was the lowest amount in the top 15?
Yep.
I think it was like 15 million bucks.
Yeah.
13
Okay,
million.
so they're making double-digit millions a year on their beauty. And then you have the top models in the world, Giselle, Kendall Jenner, making $30-40 million a year. Okay, It's now time for the male models. Here we go. Hold on, Deli. So we've seen that women can make a lot of money off their beauty. It pays to be a hot chick. So now let's enter the world of male modeling. It became famous with our friend Zoolander, Derek Zoolander.
Oh, yeah.
And you're killing me, Hansel. Hansel's so hot right now. Hansel. So male models, I'll just give you a hint. They're the WNBA version of Ballin' Out.
Okay.
What do you think the top Steph Curry of modeling, the Kendall Jenner of modeling, male makes? What's the number?
I would, after my last guest, I would say 300,000.
300,000? How about minimum wage and a bag of Cheetos, buddy? Keep it moving. Just kidding. It's a little bit more than that.
Okay.
So male models, again.
Like 1 million? Okay.
Here we go. Here's some numbers for you before we go down the list. The top 10 altogether, top 10 male models collectively make $8 million a year. The top 10. The number one male model, if we go to the top of the list,
See, ladies.
his name is Sean O'Pry.
Looks aren't
he
always
makes
it.
$1.5 million a year. Scroll in on this gorgeous guy. All right, here you go, buddy. He makes $1.5 million a year. Okay, so the top 10, which we'll go down in a second, collectively make $8 million a year. Versus the top 10 in women make almost $100 million a year.
Yep.
So you know how they say that men are success objects and women are beauty objects? Follow the money, guys. Follow the money. By the way, we're going down this list right here. Sean O'Pry, $1 million. This guy, good-looking guy, makes $1.4 million. David Gandy, keep it moving. Another dude makes $1 million bucks. Just scroll down the list. These dudes making $1 million. No. Now they're below $1 million.
Yeah.
Not even number 4 makes below $1 million.
Let me see his
number
face.
4. Noah. Okay. All right. You got this dude.
He just look like
Ryan
people.
making 610. These are just okay.
Just dudes.
They're
They're just
good-looking
dudes.
guys.
They're just dudes out here.
Yeah.
Making $400,000. This guy Tyson, not Tyson Beckford. You got this dude, looks like an Abercrombie model. Ollie Edwards is making $400,000. Okay. You got this dude, Jon Snow. You got him making $290,000 and rounding out the top 10. You got this dude in a Coachella hat. His name is Tobias Sorensen. He's making $265,000. Okay. So clearly it pays for women to be beautiful. It don't pay so good for men to be handsome. Okay, by the way, and here's actually something very interesting. We talked about the average salary for a female model, $125,000 a year. Pays to be hot. There you go. Their career only lasts 5 years. That's the number. The average salary for a male model is $45,000 a year. What do you think the average career of a male model lasts?
I would assume longer.
How much longer?
So women, it was what, 5 years?
5 years.
I would say men, maybe like 10, 20 years.
Okay, 25 years.
Okay, I'm getting better.
Okay, so what does that mean? That means after 5 years, women are done. Their beauty fades, apparently. Not my thoughts. This is what the model industry basically presupposes. Whereas a man, you can keep modeling for 25 years. Ooh-wee, but you're only making $45,000.
So you can still be a model, basically.
Oh, yeah. I might just go quit my
some
fucking
time.
day job.
Got some
So
time.
for you gentlemen out there,
But what if they worked all those years? I mean, it would equate to a couple million.
at $45,000 a year? No.
45,000 times 25 years.
Yep.
Taxes, bills.
Yeah, you maybe you make $1 million.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
At least you're right. I mean, I would hope. I
But
would hope.
yeah, but by the way, Deli could do that editing. And he'll make more than that in 5-10 years from now.
Well,
So it's just, we talk about it all the time.
yeah.
Men are success. How many guys in the world make $1 million?
Not many.
No, many. Thousands of men.
Yeah,
thousands and thousands and thousands of men all across the world make $1 million. Even more make $1 okay? $500,000. Only 10 dudes make anywhere near $1 million modeling. Okay? Men are success objects. Women are beauty objects. So again, this is me showing actual numbers. Follow the money.
But you also have to keep in mind, though, the people, like, I think that's also something to consider is that more people want to see women as models than men. So I think that's why also women...
no shit. That's my entire point, baby girl.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying that it's the same thing for the sports, is that more people want to see the men playing sports than women does. And more people want to see women modeling than see male modeling.
Thank you.
So it's, you're
proving my point here.
Yeah, I agree.
More eyeballs, more attention, more tickets,
Yeah.
more TV deals are for men's basketball. Ain't nobody trying to see women's basketball. All right? And then, more eyeballs, more attention, more magazine covers, more clicks, more OnlyFans, more views are for female models.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to see male models, apparently. So when a man goes to a strip club, he sees women, he's like, oh, show.
And he'll spend
Let me go to
money.
the ATM. Let me see what's going on. He might fall in love. It's like you don't know what's going to happen when a male goes to a strip club. Now, when women go to strip clubs, they're like, this is so funny. This is like a joke. Get my penis straw. It's like, this is kind of ridiculous. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. Like, it's a totally different vibe when women go to strip. I know more women that go to real men's strip clubs than female strip clubs. Like, I know more women that go to 11 in Miami or Gold Rush in Miami that go to fucking versus Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah.
Okay? At the Outback Steakhouse serving meat and hot dog on a stick out there.
Yeah.
It's just women appreciate even female beauty more than they appreciate men's beauty.
They do. It's because I don't know, especially when you're like promoting like sexuality, you kind of want it to be like softer, sensual, and then like sometimes with men, they're being like, I don't know, that's a little bit more, like you said, it's like more on that feminine side that men bring those things out.
What's up, bro? Could you pass me the blush?
I did not think you were gonna say that.
That was funny.
You passed me the blush.
What's up, bro? Pass me my mascara. You're gonna need some of that tonight. All right?
Oh my
Tarantula
gosh.
lashes.
Hit me with a little bit of that lipstick. All right, buddy.
Oh, that was actually really hilarious. That was great.
I mean, look at the companies that are making so much money in the female makeup space. Ulta Beauty.
Oh.
What's the other place that Sephora?
Sephora.
What's the men's beauty shop that men go to? Yeah, exactly. They don't fucking exist.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think in due time this will change based on the transitions of genders?
No.
I don't
Just like WNBA players are never going to make $50 million a year, male models aren't going to
But
make $50
what
million.
if
You can bring
what if
goddamn Derek
W-
Zoolander out here, and Hansel's so hot right now, they are at best making $1 million a year.
How about this?
Yeah.
What if
How about that?
How about this? What if there was a whole team from the women's basketball who were trans, right? And they were playing against a team that had no trans women. Do you think that would get views? People would watch that. I would watch that. I would want to see how that would work. I would watch that.
Okay, you might be onto something
Yes.
right now.
So I think, just be mindful.
Oh, you might be onto something right now.
I think as maybe these things become more relevant of transitioning into different genders and so on and so forth, and it's being promoted, I think where maybe incomes lacked can maybe be raised based on what the audience is
So
viewing.
you want to see what game exactly?
Like if there was a game, I think many people would watch a game where if it was a women's basketball game and it was a whole team of maybe transgender or they're majority transgender versus a team where it's majority natural women.
So let me back up here for a second.
Could you imagine like
So
these big ass women walking in there?
So it's men who have transitioned to women.
Yes.
That are playing actual women.
Yes.
Yeah, the women are gonna get the shit kicked out of them.
But people would watch that.
Yeah, okay. Just like people would.
And do you think that because people would watch that?
Yeah, that's
the
like,
income would go up.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with. You ever seen a UFC fight?
I was about to say
Yes.
that.
You ever see a UFC fight and a woman a man transition to a woman, and it's a born man who is now a woman, gets in an octagon with a real woman. Do you know what happened to the actual woman?
She died.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I would say that.
She ripped her fucking limbs off and beat her over the head with her own arms. Okay? Just whack.
You know the highest pay for a female UFC fighter?
Who?
It's $500,000.
Okay.
So funny.
And that's Amanda Nunes.
Okay, Amanda Nunes makes $500,000 a year. What does a top UFC fighter make? What does John Bones Jones make?
Oh, he's fighting tomorrow.
What does Conor McGregor make?
McGregor, I think he made like 20 to 50 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Men are success objects.
Yeah.
Get in a ring, kick some ass. Get in the business world, kick some ass. Women, beautiful, make millions of dollars. Hadid, Jenner, okay, Giselle. It pays to be beautiful to be a woman. Mm-hmm. It don't pay well to be beautiful as a man. You got to get out there and create jobs and get shit done. Mm-hmm. This is why women can, at least on the surface, live in fantasy land and just rely on their beauty, where men cannot rely on their looks. Mm-hmm. No dude comes in here and he's like, yeah, I'm looking for the job. It's like, yeah, what do you do? He's like, yeah, I'm just a hot ass dude. It's like, all right, well, do you want to like edit? Do you want to produce? Nah, trying to be hot. Just trying to be on camera. Well, do you have any strong opinions or any ideology? Nah, dude, just put me on camera.
I'm just strong.
Hot as fuck. Big dick, by the way, too. Well, what is that? How does that help us at all? It doesn't. I'm just a hot dude. Would you pay me? Get the fuck out of here, guy. Okay?
My face.
Get out of my face here, all right? With your Hershey's chocolate nuts, get out of here. Okay? It's a double standard.
It is.
A hot chick walks into an office. It's like, can you do anything? No. It's like, have her make us some coffee out here.
Yeah.
Just put her to work. Get her a job. Just have her follow saws around a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got
guys, I don't know if I'm going crazy right now, if I'm taking crazy pills like I'm fucking in Zoolander, shout out to Mugatu, or if I'm just completely sane right now.
No, you're sane,
and I'm just spitting truth.
Yeah.
What are the people saying in the chats?
They agree. They're like, this is ridiculous. People are, good point. Who made decisions to put girls here?
Who made a decision to put a girl on camera? This bitch can't even read good. All right?
It's okay.
She can't do math. You know what, Nat? Go make me a coffee and come back here.
I'll make you a good coffee, too.
Go get me a Jamaica Patina coffee.
I can do that. That's actually
on
very,
one
very
right now,
good.
Fired up. By the way, what are we doing tonight?
We'll figure it out.
Partying?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Shit, you better be paying for my drinks. I'm a hot dude. I'm a hot ass. Could you imagine?
Yikes.
Could you imagine? Okay, so here's what never happens. Here, let's give a case example. You know what always happens?
Yeah, they said sauce is on fire.
On fire right now. Here's a little case example out there. You guys know I worked in South Beach in nightlife for years ago when I was in my young buck days. Here's what always happens, and here's what never happens. Always happens. Group of hot chicks walk in. Guys be like, see those girls? We gotta go get them some drinks. We got a round of drinks. Let's go buy them some drinks.
And
all
girls?
right, hey, you want to come to my bottle? You wanna? Hey, come on in, ladies. You know what never happens? Here's what never happens. Girls sitting around, bunch of dudes walk in, and they go, oh, you see those guys over there? Let's go buy them some drinks. They're hot. Let's go invite them to our table. They're hot. Girls aren't spending money on hot dudes like that. Guys will spend money on hot chicks to the end of time. Okay? The end of time. There are club promoters that get paid. Their sole job is to recruit hot chicks. There are no female club promoters that are like, we got to get some more dudes up in this club. We need more hot dudes. Unless you're working at Club Twist, the gay club in South Beach. Doesn't exist. Clip that, Shamari.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, and we want to get some super chats. I need a breather right now. I'm going to have a drink of water, and then we'll get on to the next part of the story.
All right, let's go down here. All right, guys. I see.
Or you want to wait a little bit?
We'll wait a little bit.
Okay. Guys, let me know where we're at today. Okay, we're feeling gracious. I'm fired up. It's Friday. We're drinking water. I'm not even having a cocktail. Usually I'll have one cocktail on a Friday. Not today.
Yeah.
Not today. So.
Interesting.
Let's get into the next topic, if we can. So we just talked about the world of modeling, female models, money, male models, no money. Right now, currently, it is Paris Fashion Week. I have friends out there being super fashionable out there, doing their thing. modeling. But here is a story about when you focus on name brands and when basically paying attention to only the name brand goes wrong, okay? So here's a story that we're going to play, and we'll reach out on the other side. So Deli, play this clip real quick. Hit the audio.
With a different name, but the same shoes, and charged hundreds more for those same shoes. Customers paid. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Behold, Palessi.
We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes. The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
Guests invited to check out what looked like a luxury shoe shop.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
A $35 shoe going for $645, an 1,800% markup. Store owners sat on their heels as fashion influencers emptied their wallets.
I would pay $400, $500. Yeah, people are going to be like, where'd you get those? Those are amazing.
Then they're let in on the prank.
These are actually from Payless.
You've got to be kidding me.
Excusez-moi?
Shut up. Are you serious?
But those shoppers were refunded their money and they got to keep the shoes.
Experiment making.
Okay.
The money's not refunded
Exposed.
instantly, though. You still have to wait a couple days.
Yeah, well,
What kind of prank is
you're
that?
gonna feel real salty. So here's the deal. They changed. They got your ass. They changed Payless and they call it Palessi. Not Fendi, not Prada, not Louis. Palessi. It's Payless, bitch. Okay. So they changed Payless to Palessi, and they basically marked up $35 shoes, 1,800%, and started selling them for $645. And all these fashionistas walk in there and like, oh, they are to die for. I must have this shoe. Yeah. I will die if I don't have this shoe. Everyone's going to be so jealous. A bitch is Payless. Okay? The whole point of Payless is, to do what?
Payless.
Payless. Palessi. Palessi. You stupid bitch! No, I'm sorry. I'm just so on one right now. I'm so fired up right now.
You see, when you spell things different, it can mean that's worth a little bit more.
Here's the deal with this Payless, Paylessi thing. People are so caught up with name brands. Yeah. Oh, it's Louis. Oh, it's Fendi. Oh, it's Prada. I will spend whatever. It's like you could have got the exact same shoe at Payless for $35 right there. People are so consumed with what's trending, what's the new hot thing right now. Just like with crypto, I gotta get Dogecoin. Yeah. How can I not get a Dogecoin? It's the hottest. It's good. It's going to the moon. Now you're broke. You're right. Dogecoin Paylessi mother sucker. Okay, so when you're so caught up in emotions and not being rational, okay, you lose focus on just what something should cost, the actual price, the value of what you're getting. Reason goes out the window, okay? So in the fashion world, or anything with cars, clothes, jewelry, this is what is known as depreciating assets. They depreciate in value. These are not things that are going to appreciate in value. So here's just a stark example of these idiots out there just willing to pay willy-nilly $500 for a goddamn pair of flip-flops from Palessi. It's like, you got it at Payless.
Someone said, sometimes you got to pay Lessie. That was a great comment.
Sometimes you got to pay Lessie. Give that person a shout out.
Shout out to you, Hungry Boy One. Don't be so hungry. You got to pay Lessie.
You got to pay Lessie. Unbelievable. Save that money. Pay Lessie. Shit.
Yikes.
Anyway, give some shout outs to the people in the comments out there. Is anyone making comments?
Yeah, we've got
anyway,
some funny comments in here.
Right
Let's go in here.
Whatever you
some
see
comments.
that's funny, give them a shout out real quick. Let's do that.
Let's see. I gotta find some good comments in here. I thought that was a good comment. What else? Give me some good comments, guys. What are your takes on this? People pay ridiculous money for a name brand. Jeez.
Yep.
Someone said, I'll pay you $500 not to laugh. I'm okay. Sorry. All right, Broken Britain. It's okay.
They will pay Maury for your stop your hyena chuckle.
This world is going straight to hell. We've got some comments in here.
Someone said W for the Jews.
W for the Jews.
Hell yeah.
Said, I'm your biggest fan.
Thank you, guys.
There you go. It's for the insecurity. Don't get that one.
All right, let's go.
Deli, he's 100% sober.
Who is?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
100% sober
yes,
right now.
this is Adam.
I've had nothing to drink today. I feel like I need a drink.
Oh, we got bean cheeks. Hey, yo, bean cheeks.
Slide in that DM. Right in that cheeks.
Awesome. But thanks you guys for the chats. We appreciate it. We see you guys in chats. We appreciate the support. Make sure you guys like today's video, comment, subscribe. I love doing Friday shows with Sauce and Deli. I think you really get to get the personality out of you, Sauce. And I think that's where you guys feel a little bit more connected. So we appreciate all of the chats, super chats. Just make sure you guys like and support.
Yeah. Thursday shows are fun. We bring in some great guests.
Yes.
I learn from people. We get to have a roundtable discussion. But Fridays, it's all about us connecting with you, venting, getting what's frustrating, helping you guys, understanding social dynamics, understanding sexual dynamics, understanding money concepts, understanding why name brands ain't the it thing, it's the shit thing, how to pay less and save that money, and Palessi.
Yes, Palessi.
Okay. Few more stories for the day.
You're not a brand buyer. Like, you don't buy things based on the brand. I don't. Do you even have very much luxury stuff?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'm all about value. Mm-hmm. So if you ever walk into a store, and I don't shop at these stores, but I went shopping at it's like the Bloomingdale's at the Bal Harbor shops here. It's like an outlet, not an outlet. It's a bunch of. And when I start seeing white T-shirts, go for $78. It's like when I know I can go just get a pack of Calvin Kleins for $3 for $40.
Yeah.
It's and it's a white T-shirt. Yesterday I spilled goddamn curry mustard on my T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
My curry mustard. So I'll shop at places like Zara. Mm-hmm. I'll go to H&M, just for some basic stuff. I'll go to the Valuetainment store to get shirts like this.
Get that merch.
I'll go to a Nike store, get some athletic gear, but I'm not that dude that's spending stupid money. It's just, that's not me. I'll get a nice suit or two.
Mm-hmm. But when you wear those more expensive items, you feel a little bit more like you got money on.
Look,
come on.
Understand one thing. In living in Miami,
right?
You don't have. There's no nice winter coats. There's no beautiful boots.
Yeah.
It's kind of, so in other cities, I do get why you'd want a really nice coat or scarf or a jacket or a leather jacket. We can't wear that down in Miami.
Right, but you can get nice belts, shoes, hats, accessories. I'm not a huge brand buyer, but I do have a few luxury items, and I don't know, it's nice to have those luxury items.
Put it this way, if I had just, hey, here's an extra $1,000, I'm gonna buy some shit. I would, if I'm dating a girl, I'd probably spend $800 of it on her. Get whatever you want, clothes look good, whatever. Mm-hmm. Get some lingerie, look good. All right, you're sexy as fuck. I'll be over here at H&M just buying some white T-shirts. Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's understandable, but I think when you're buying for your lady, you're more willing to spend on her because you get to see her in it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I wouldn't spend $500 on her, $500 on me.
Right.
I'm just saying, I would spend more money on the girl for her to look sexy, for her to look good, doing her thing, versus me. That's just what I would do. I'm not that dude.
Right.
I'd rather just stack cash, invest.
Yeah, my dad's that.
I'll have a few nice suits, do my thing, but no, I'm not a fashionista.
Yeah.
I'm not at Palessi. I'm at Payless. If that makes sense.
Very clear. Yes, yeah. I got you.
Okay. Anyway. We're on this topic of traditional gender roles. And, I've said this loud and clear. On a first date, gentlemen, you better pay the bill, whether you like it or not. Because these are expectations, whether women are traditional or modern. If you're trying to get some of that you better pay the bill. Okay? So here's an example of what it would look in reverse world when she pays the bill. Start it over again and just do the clip again. So this is what happens and hit the audio.
No,
so this you got to do but you can start the beginning of the clip. So let me start this over because this was a debacle. Start the clip over again. Here's what happens when the woman pays the bill, and the man just sits there and says, okay, Deli, I'm not sure if you know how audio works, but we got to get the whole audio, at least at the beginning, and then we'll turn the music off. No, Deli, you got to start over, baby. Guys, we are having some technical difficulties here. We're going to start the clip. Here we go.
1884. Oh, babe, don't worry. I got it. You're good.
Punch in, Del.
Cut it. Cut the music.
So here's this dude. She just slid that debit card in there.
Yeah. Hey.
Here, okay, he's working at home. Oh,
It's the head towel for me.
Ooh, the head towel. Okay, guys, you know about this one. When you reach over and you just grab your lady's leg, you're making her feel sexy and secure. His face is, this guy's Anwar. He's hilarious. Here's the woman getting all territorial, walking away with her man.
So funny.
Teaching him how to do an oil change. Oh, okay, that's how oil goes in. She's the one grabbing the hammer. Bang! He's cheering. She's piggybacking him. This is what happens, gentlemen, when you let ladies pay the bill. This is an $18 bill. And the man says, you got this, boo. It's like,
if a guy said, you got this, I would pay it and I would be turned off. I'd be like,
of course you would.
I think I think women, it's okay if you want to pay for something for your man, but I don't think that like you are the paying like person of the couple. Like it's one thing if you want to get your man something or you want to treat him to like something, but to, you know, pay for majority of the things, I don't think it's a good idea.
This guy says, me and my wife both work and make the same amount, so we just go out and take turns to pay. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's cool. Respect. Yeah. I don't see a lot of women being super comfortable with that.
Right. Fair enough. I think
if you went out with your man and every time you went out, all right, it's your turn, it's my turn, it's your turn, it's my turn, ain't no way you're playing that game. Okay. Just be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No. Occasionally,
sure.
Here's what's cute. We go out to dinner. I'll take you out to dinner. I pay the meal. All good. We go get drinks at the bar. I pay the bill. All good. We're good. The next morning, maybe you run out and bring a smoothie.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cute. But that's like 80-20, 90-10.
1,000%. Yeah.
Okay?
No, I agree.
And that's just, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's the logical side of things and emotional side of things. You start to see these conversations out there, you know, like the Whatever podcast, that's shout out to those guys. Mm-hmm. They say, well, like, you're not a traditional woman. I'm a traditional man. Why would I treat you traditionally? Mm-hmm. Which is a fair point. But you can't speak logic to women, especially if you're trying to get laid. Okay? You can't sit down and say, hey, look, you know, sweetheart, you're beautiful. You know, I'm a traditional man. You're more of a modern woman. So, you know, I'd like us to maybe, you know, split the bill, or if you want to take care of the bill, that'd be great. And you know, just because I'm more traditional, you're not so much traditional. And I think that'd be comfortable. It's like, what are you solving for?
Yeah.
Are you solving for proving your point? Or you're solving trying to get some nookie on a date? Okay? Or if you're there to like debate the chick over the merits of feminization of women and men, okay, great. Feminism, you win. But now she left the date, you got no action, and it's like, why'd you even go on the date? Now, if you actually want to get laid, you got to pay.
Yeah.
You want to get paid, laid, and do it your way?
Yeah, you got to pay.
Kind of got to pay.
Yeah, I just think it's better when... But you know what you have to consider is that sometimes women, they don't know how to accept a man paying and, like, not offering. Like, I've seen so many times where, like, a guy will reach his pocket to pay, like, normal, and we'll be like, no, it's okay, like, I got it, I'll pay. And I'm like, girl, no, like, let him do that, you know? Like, I think right now, like, you see that, I see that more often with girls. It's like, oh, you know, we went on a date and he paid. I'm like, you don't even have to, like, share that, you know? That should kind of just be, like, the standard of it. So I think also women, like, need to be okay with men taking that responsibility and paying for certain things, because I can see why a guy would be hesitant to pay based on how many women today are like, no, it's okay, I'll pay, let's split the bill. Mm-hmm. I mean, think about it. If you're a guy, you're not making a lot of money, and this date you have is like really tight. You don't even know if like you're gonna have enough money to
like
pay.
If you're checking your bank account,
you know, I'm gonna get a water, she can get a soda, like, and she offers to pay half, like, I wouldn't be surprised if a guy's like, yeah, let's split it. And then at that point, it's kind of like, oh, wow, like, you really want to split it.
That dude shouldn't even be dating right now.
Yeah.
I'd be working on yourself, stacking cash, becoming the best version of yourself. And like, don't be going out on dates to Applebee's or to the bar and wondering if you can afford a fucking appetizer. It's just not a good look.
Yeah.
And I'd rather you invite her over to your house, Netflix and chill, figure something else out.
Go for a walk.
But to go out to dinner and be stressing over what she's going to order and whether you can afford it's not a good look.
And women can feel that. Women can feel, I was talking about this the other day, is like women can feel when men are like, their income is not a very high income. So for example, if you're on a date with a guy, women can feel that energy of like, okay, he doesn't have a lot of money. You know, he doesn't have to say like, I don't make a lot of money. There, you know, you don't have to say that. And if you do say that, I promise you, like, it's a turnoff for women.
Don't say anything.
You're better
Play
off
cool.
to not say that you don't make a lot of money than to say that to women. Because I had talked to this one guy, and he was a cool guy. Like, everything was great. But it came to a point where a statement was made where it was like, you know, I don't make as much as your ex. And as soon as that was said, I just couldn't unhear it. And it just made me think to myself, like, okay, so what does that mean? Like, should I not have certain expectations now because you don't make that income? Should I have to just like not ask for certain things or not expect certain things because you just admitted to me?
Now your head is going down.
Yes, it's
a
going
rabbit
down.
hole.
Yes.
Is this guy a provider? Is he going to be there for me?
Yes.
Is he dependable? Is he going to be there in the long run?
A
Is he gonna
great
be able to,
guy, phenomenal. Like, he was a phenomenal guy, but that one statement just made my security, like me looking at him, like, are you going to be able to secure, you know, a lifestyle with me and kids and a family? Like, instantly, it just turned me off, and I couldn't like unhear it. I was like, I can't, because it's like you're forcing, not forcing me, but you're expecting me to go backwards. But it's okay because you're a great guy. So, gentlemen, you're better off to just not say what you make. You know, just you know, I make what I make, and you know, I'll take care of wherever we're together, I'll take care of it. Yeah. Just make your lady feel like it's taken care of.
You know, we had that conversation yesterday about with Nick Adams about like, should the man order? Should the woman even look at the menu? Yeah. And he's like, no, I'll order for the both of us. And it's like, at some point you got to ask her what she likes, doesn't like, what she's allergic to.
Right.
She will have the peanut butter. I'm allergic to peanut butter. Shut your mouth, woman. You're eating peanut butter now. It's like, what? She'll have the Thai peanut butter. No. So here, let me actually walk you guys and women. Let me walk you men and women for what an ideal first date would be, or a date. Ready? So you go to the restaurant. You know, I'm a big fan of sitting at the bar, let's say, right? So there's no barrier. You're there. You're intimate. You're touching. You're there. You're having a good time. The man says, hey, what are you interested in? She says, you know, I like this and that. Great, I got it. Let me order. You order family style. You order like 3, 4, 5 dishes. You share it. You're all playing. Hey, you have this. It's great. Okay, awesome, amazing. The bill comes. You got this. You're the man. The woman says, can I? No. It's okay. I got this. Now, here's the man's role. Here's the woman's role. The man's role is to take care of the bill. No big deal. Pay the check. Give a tip. The woman's role is very simple. Say thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, really thank you. Had a nice time. Nice dinner. Amazing. Thank you. Man's role, take care of the dinner. Order the meal. Be the man. Be the alpha. Pay the bill. Be a gentleman. Tip the waiter well. Show respect to the waiter. Woman's role, be feminine. Say thank you. Be appreciative. Wonderful date. Then the man says, do you want to go get a drink after this? Well, yeah, sure. Let's go to the bar. Boom. Now you're going to a bar. And that is an ideal first date. Anything other than that, you're not getting laid. You're having an argument. You're going to make her feel insecure. You're going to make her question how much money you got. Not a good look for you. If you're splitting the bill, if you're asking your woman to pay the bill, prepare to get no nookie.
No nookie.
You want the nookie? You better pay for that cookie.
That's a good one.
Okay, there we go.
The whole dating and paying for things, it's gentlemen, just make sure you take the ladies places that you know you can afford. Don't put yourself in a position of like, you know, being nervous of if I'm gonna have enough money. Like, you're better off to just ask her to go on a date that you know you can afford than take her somewhere that you know you can't afford, because there's nothing like the bill coming and then you can feel the gentleman's like nervousness.
Or
like, do I gotta go wash dishes? Like,
when you order the steak, he's like, oh, shit, bitch, order the steak. I thought she was going to get the goddamn hamburger, $10 extra. Oh.
So just be mindful of that. Like, there's nothing wrong with, you're in a certain chapter in your life and you're not making a lot of income. Like, all men go through that phase, like, who are successful. They have a phase of where they don't make a lot of money. And I think those are also crucial moments to remember that, man, I remember this date with this beautiful girl and I couldn't afford the date and it made me feel X, Y, and Z. And I never want to be in a position like that again. So just be mindful of, where you want to take ladies. And ladies, I'm going to kind of school you for a second because I know ladies that will go on a date with a guy just for like dinner.
Oh,
like,
the free meal chick.
The free meal. And
I
could
ladies
never
like this?
understand that because I'm like, why would you sit there for an hour, 2 hours to conversate with this guy and like there's no future. You're gross, you're disgusting. Like I'm here for dinner. Like, girl, go eat some ramen. Like, I'm sorry.
So she's just looking at the dude as a wallet.
Yes.
And as like a professional chef taking her out to a meal. She's got no interest in dating this guy.
Yeah.
She's probably not going to sleep with this guy whatsoever. But she's like, sign me up, Chef Boyardee. No. Okay?
It's a shame.
It's
like you're
shame.
Legally robbing these men of their money doing that. And it's a shame because
but do men know that they're getting hoodwinked and bamboozled? Some
of you guys should know. Like, you guys should know some of the ladies. Like, based on the lady. Like, if you are an average Joe guy, we'll say, right? Maybe you're not balling, but you're making some decent money. And you're taking out this big Instagram model, right? Or her page looks like she's an Instagram model. And she's a little standoffish. You have to know she's there just for dinner. You have to know that she's there just for dinner. And that's something that I challenge you gentlemen to be aware of is like, be also protective of your time, okay? Because you can use that time to be bettering yourself. You can use that time to be working harder. You can be using that time to build your business. I know ladies are beautiful and they're attractive and, you want them and all those things, but don't let certain desires of the ladies put you in situations where it's hurting your pockets, and ladies, I think you need to do better and raise your standards in the gentleman you want, and don't go in there just for dinner because that's also wasting your time. And if you waste your time as a woman, that likelihood of you finding your man is a lot smaller. So just keep that in mind. That's my message because I've seen girls go out there just like for dinner. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we all know, to use the metaphor of dinner, that women want that meat. They want your money, your energy, your attention, your time. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. And holy shit, is that not true?
Yes,
they want your meat.
They want your meat.
And they want you to take you to dinner and they're going to steal your meat, your money, your energy, your attention, your time. And then you ain't getting no nookie and then they get the cookie. Shit.
Oh, yikes.
All right. So last couple stories right here. We got about 15, 20 minutes left. We'll wrap up for the day. But this is a clip that's trending right now and I wanted to weigh on it regarding Michael B. Jordan and calling out a woman, a reporter on the red carpet that used to call him corny back in school. And what I want to do, Deli, is pay attention. Watch his faces at each time. Just watch his eyebrows. Like each moment she's talking, you just see like how just real it is.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Yes.
I know what's up. Don't tell me anything otherwise. I know what's up. And here, let's play this clip right now about the woman that called the man, Michael B. Jordan, corny. Creed.
Back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
Watch his eye.
No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name, but yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Keep playing
the director and the star of Creed 3, and we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science and
just
Newark.
Watch his eyebrows.
No.
Yeah, see that?
I did not say
Popping
that.
his eyebrows. Yeah, man.
For sure.
Good.
Yeah.
No, you did.
Okay, pause it.
Good.
A man's eyebrows doing that to a woman
yeah.
is the equivalent of you doing like this.
Yes, it is.
It's the equivalent of you doing like that to a man.
Yeah.
When you hit him with the eyebrows,
you're like, whoa.
He knew what's up.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know how they say that success is the sweetest revenge?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh, my God. Success is the sweetest revenge. You got Michael B. Jordan out there on the red carpet, killing it. Premiere of Creed, doing his thing. He meets this reporter who used to call him Corny back in school. And it's one of those things where it's like, maybe he was a little corny for her back in school. But just look how the tables have flipped. Killing it. A-list actor. And here's this lady that just looks like she dunked her head in a fucking banana peel. Okay? Interviewing him with her yellow hair.
Yep.
Clearly ain't looking her best while he's on top of the game.
Yep.
And it's like, it makes me basically say to you young guys out there, you may not be the shit right now. You may not be on your A game right now. Give it time.
Yep.
Give it 5 years. Give it 10 years. Next thing you know, you're freaking Michael B. Jordan out there at your premiere. Your time is coming.
Yes. But that's if you put in the work.
Oh, you better put in the work.
Put in the work for sure. But I love this clip. Shout out to you, Michael B. Jordan. Like, do your thing. This could have been a girl that had bullied him through school. Like, we don't know that.
No,
like,
she
we have
did.
no idea.
She did?
Yeah,
She did.
She used to call him Michael Jordan and make fun of him for acting and stuff like that.
And now look at how the tables have
now
turned.
she's interviewing him
on
the premiere.
Yep.
And just play the clip one more time. Just
Yes,
watch
please.
his eyebrows. You got to start the clip over because we're already mid through it. Watch his eyebrows. This is like the telltale, like he's just refresh.
Yeah.
It's all in the eyebrows. He's basically just taunting her with the eyebrows because look at this clown right there with the yellow hair and the glasses.
And the star
Started
of
over-
Creed
yeah.
3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark,
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember you. I'm the corny kid, right?
I did
Yeah,
not say
eyebrow
that.
pop.
Misquoted for sure.
No,
you
I heard
did
it.
not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But, he
what's
is
up? What's up?
obviously
Yeah.
killing things out here.
Good.
then
And here's
the
what's
doc-
going. You want to know
for
what's
you,
going on?
Michael B. Jordan. Good for you.
Here's what's going on in his head. By the way, you know what's going on in his head?
What?
Oh, this stupid ass bitch.
Yeah.
Asking me a stupid question. Look at her
Good.
corny ass glasses.
She got corn on her
She's
head.
Just looking like a stupid human banana with glasses.
At my movie.
My movie
Yep.
premiere, trying to kiss my ass doing an interview, and all I'm thinking about is for 10 years, I've been thinking about, I'm the corny kid, motherfucker. Oh, I'm the corny kid. I'm the corny one pursuing my dreams. Oh, I'm the corny guy that has a vision. Oh, I'm the corny guy that has that is going after it, is getting after it. I'm the corny one? Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Watch me eyebrow pop you right in the face.
Yeah, as he should though. As he should. Like I can imagine how the tables have turned. For him in that situation to I think that could have been even like a check of your success. Like, wow, look at how far I've come.
Yep.
Being made fun of growing up to do what I love to do. And now look at me today. My bully is now somebody who's admiring my success.
Ah.
Yeah. She also did something else too.
Yeah.
on
Turn
a
your
podcast.
haters into your appreciators.
Absolutely. And he
There
did
it is.
exactly that. And I give you a lot
Wow.
of props because you don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to curse her out. You don't have to, make her look ridiculous because this whole situation, she looks ridiculous by herself. She looks ridiculous trying to cover up the fact that she had done those things in the past.
Yeah, and audio did leak. She did say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She made a comment about him, like she made fun of his past relationship. That remember the girl you took to the aquarium that you rented out? Now a year later, she's with somebody else. So she used to make fun of that a lot.
Wow, it's such a
wow.
shame.
Yeah.
Such a shame. And there's even people reacting. I think Joe Budden reacted to this clip. And he was upset that Michael B. Jordan did this because I guess he was doing it to his sister, his black girl sister. And I'm like, come on, what does that have to do with anything?
No.
That has nothing to do with what the main of the story is. So it's like you're trying to take something that's not there to defend this lady's error to make Michael B. Jordan look like he's being an asshole. And he's not. I think props to you, my guy.
By the way, this isn't a race thing.
At
This isn't
all.
a gender thing. This
At
isn't
all.
a sexuality. This is, you used to hate on me, and it made me feel like an idiot.
Yep.
But I didn't give a shit. I kept doing what I was doing. You called me corny. You made fun of relationships. You were trying me. You were hating on me. And now look at you.
Yep.
Dying to interview me. Rolling up on me on the red carpet at my premiere. Looking like a banana head.
Yep.
And now you want me to treat you with grace and respect, which I will.
Yep.
But I will subtly let you know, I'm the corny guy, motherfucker. Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I'm the corny dude?
Look at you.
All right, cool. Cool. Have a great life.
Yep.
Catch you later. I got to go do 1,000 more interviews right now.
Yep.
And I'm out.
I love
Thank you.
this.
But thank you.
This was
So
a
this
check
girl
for
is
the
trending for all the
haters.
wrong reasons
Yep.
right now.
This-
And he's trending for all the right reasons.
Correct. Yep.
Respect to him.
Check for all those
So-
haters out there. Like you
Yep.
said, turn them into your motivators.
Okay. A couple more stories. So here's a story right now. I saw this article and I was like, ooh, this is perfect for the Soscast. So if you want more women and more success in your life, this is what you must accept as the tough truth. So here's a whole article right now. But basically, I'm going to summarize the article right now. And it's basically the entire premise of this article is that there is no success without risk. And there's also no getting the woman of your dreams or the hot woman that you want in your life without risk. Okay? Now, this is risk that most men fear. Okay? You can't get women without risk, and there's no success without risk. Just remember this. Your comfort zone will kill you. And it takes courage to get out there and start a business. It takes courage to get out there and fight. It takes courage to get out there and risk it all and do something. And it takes courage to walk across the bar and talk to a girl. It takes courage and it takes risk. But there's no courage that it takes to slide in a DM. It's no courage to swipe right.
Yeah.
This doesn't take courage. So you know how they say that without pain, there's no gain?
Yeah.
So there's a great quote from the entrepreneur Naval Ravikant. He says, most of the gains in life come from suffering in the short term so you can get paid in the long term. And I love this. Now, a lot of men, especially these days, are uncomfortable going to talk to women. The Me Too women, feminism, I don't know, fear of rejection. But I tell the story all the time. I used to have to call girls' houses back in the day in the 90s. The father would pick up. My balls hadn't dropped yet. I'm 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, trying to just like get a girl in my life. I'm like, oh, hello, can I speak to Natalya? Who's this? It's Adam from class. What do you want with my daughter? I'm her friend, and I gotta let you know she left her calculator at school. Oh my God. All right. So that takes balls. It takes courage. It takes risk as a young boy. These days, you can just slide in a girl's DM, find them on an app. There's not a lot of courage and risk taking in that regard. And I think that's something that every man needs just to remember, that the more that you risk, the more courage you have, it's going to help you with women. It's going to help you with business. It's going to help you with sales. Let me tell you something. I made my living cold calling. First 2 years of my career, all I was doing was smiling and dialing. Do you know how much I had to risk? Rejection, ego, getting hung up on, telling me to stop calling them. You're an idiot. I don't want to do business with you. You're a scumbag. This makes you feel like shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? We talked about like the success is the sweetest revenge. Now I'm doing multi-million-dollar deals with those same guys who told me to stop calling them 15 years ago. Like I see this one guy at the same meeting every year. Same meeting I met Pat, this NALBA meeting.
Yeah.
And I said, John, you remember when you told me to stop calling you and that you would never do business with me? He's like, I didn't say never. I'm like, yeah, you kind of did, bro. He's like, well, look at you.
Yeah.
You stuck with it.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, because I believe in what I'm doing.
Right.
And I go, by the way, and just how much commissions did we pay you last year? He's like, oh, it was 7 figures in commissions. So he made $1 million. Okay, in a year, this guy's insurance agency, just by picking up the phone when I was calling.
Yep.
I was like, aren't you glad you pick up that phone now, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kind of glad.
Nice.
But stick with it. And risk, without risk, there is no reward. Without pain, there is no gain. And I think that's something that every man should remember.
Yeah.
That it's scary starting a business. It's scary getting up there and talking to that girl. But you got to do it if you want success at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, and it makes you more confident, and women can feel that. I think I said this on a previous podcast. Like, I appreciate it more when guys come up to me and shoot their shot than a DM. Very rarely do I answer my DMs. If I do, it's just kind of a neutral, appreciative response. It's not very like, oh, I could see myself going out with this person. Like, I find that more attractive to even the guys who are like the men who aren't that attractive, they come up to me and they, say something nice or sweet, or, they give me some feedback. Like, I will give them a few minutes of my time. I will give them my undivided attention and give them my time, because I know it's great. Sometimes I can see them shaking when they come
Get out of here.
Yeah, sometimes I see them shaking, and so, like, I have to like ease. I'm like, it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna shun you away. I'm not going to criticize you. Like,
be gone, ugly man. Be gone.
Yeah.
I will not shun thee away. How dare you come talk to the beautiful Natalya? Be gone, ugly boy.
No.
She just has a person for that.
Yeah.
They pick you up and move you.
Please move this unattractive gentleman from my presence.
No, I appreciate it. And honestly, when I see them shaking, I give them more props. Like, I can't help but like touch their arm, like, hey, like, I'm doing fine. Like, it's okay. There's women out there who do appreciate that. So just the only advice I say is, like, don't be obnoxious. Don't compliment something weird, have a good, like, pick up or first line, because, if you do it to the right women and that woman's in the right place to receive it, you may end up finding your
compliment their outfit, compliment their makeup, compliment their hair. Don't be like, damn, you got some titties, huh?
Yeah.
You got a fat ass, Relax.
Yeah.
Oh, you hot as shit.
No. Not a good compliment, guys. Don't do that, please.
Oh, lovely blouse you got going on. It's blouse season.
Or I even like the, like, what's your nationality? I haven't seen like a mixture of what you look like. I'm like, I don't even know.
I'll be working in fields. I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much. But anyway, man, keep working on your confidence. Take risks. And get out there and go talk. Do yourself a favor this weekend, gentlemen. Because every guy knows this. Every guy knows this. You see a girl, okay? You're like, shit, she's fucking hot. This girl's hot. Oh, yeah, I want to go talk to her. I don't know. Okay, it's awkward. Should I go up? Should I say something? What should I say? I don't know. She's with some friends. And then you have that moment where you're like, nah, it's not even worth it. Okay, and then you turn around. Before you turn around, just say, you know what? Fuck it. And go up, wait for the moment, and just say, hi, how you doing? And then just see where it goes.
Yeah.
Because, Michael Jordan said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Girl, I'm seeing these days, I took a shot.
Yeah, you did.
I said, hey, I don't know if you give your number out to attractive gentlemen from time to time, but I wouldn't be mad if you wrote your number down right there.
Yeah.
She'd eye roll.
Yeah. She like even pause. She like, Okay,
you know what?
fine.
She came back.
Yeah.
There's a number.
Yeah. And now
we're getting married next week.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right, so go out there, take your rest. Last story, sort of trending right now, and I hope it's not true, but have you heard of what's going on with Andrew Tate?
Yes.
It's pretty sad. I don't think it's true. I hope it's not true, but Andrew Tate, apparently, the rumors are that he may have lung cancer. I hope this is just like sort of a stupid story that is not true, because I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy.
Right.
And I'm not saying that Andrew Tate is the furthest thing from worst enemy. I'm a fan, I'm a friend, but this is sad. Okay. Apparently, he's got a tumor on his upper right lung, and he's feeling super fatigued more than usual. So I don't know how much accuracy is happening with this article. Deli, scroll down here. Let's see if we can read some of this. So basically, in a letter from Tate's general practitioner, King's College Hospital, United Arab Emirates, suggested he be repatriated to the Gulf nation immediately. The medical record reports in English appears to be translated into Romanian. So obviously you know that he's in a Romanian jail cell. He's sitting there, obviously not feeling his best, not looking his best. Nothing's going on here. Keep scrolling down. He's in custody in Bucharest in Romania. And the letter basically in this medical report indicated that there's a possible diagnosis of a lesion or tumor listed on Tate that he's already gone. Apparently, he's already dealt with this in December in Dubai. Okay, so it's an urgent investigation. So all this is going on right now, and I'm sure this is a story that is developing, and we'll see what's going on here. Is my professional recommendation that Andrew is urgently repatriated to the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, to undergo these medical investigations without delay. This is a letter from his medical professionals out in Dubai. Time is of the essence, and any further delay in the above investigations may have a serious negative implication for his physical health. The doctor's name, of course, was withheld withheld without publication. Keep scrolling down here. So apparently he complained of feeling more fatigued than normal. Obviously, we know that Andrew Tate has smoked a ton of cigars, so has his brother Tristan. Is that a cause of lung cancer? Maybe.
Could be.
Okay. I mean, obviously, he's very young for something like this to happen. I think he's 36. He's healthy as shit. But I don't know. Is this true? Is this not true? Is this a ploy? Is he a flight risk?
Yeah.
Is he actually sick? Are the people in Romania, are the doctors in Romania, are they equipped to look into something like this? Is this something that if it is a true medical situation and he does get flown or airlifted to Dubai, obviously he's in custody right now, jail, facing charges, sex trafficking charges, conspiracy charges, all that. Is he a flight risk? That's the thing. By the way, financially speaking, all his assets were seized. Where are those assets?
Yeah.
Where's the house? Where's the car? Where's the money? Where is all this stuff? These are questions that are kind of going on out there. And I don't know. Very concerning. Scroll down, by the way, Deli. So he remains in custody, and they're looking into Tate brothers, and obviously we know the story about that. Keep going. That's it. So, here's something that's going on here. Okay? And Tate, God bless you, brother. I hope you are okay. I hope this is not true. I hope that, God forbid, you do not have cancer. God forbid if that is true. Hopefully you have medical attention. But, this talk of Romania, Eastern Europe, this talk of Dubai, the Middle East, America. We're here in America. Tate's born in America. The UK. He lived in UK. Mother was British or lived in Britain, all that. It's like you have this global perspective of where you can be in the world. And every country, for that matter, has its ups and downs. They have their positives and their negatives, okay? Every country has their problems. Romania, he's been quite vocal. Well, every country's corrupt. I just like Romania because at least I can participate in the corruption. Well, I don't know about that now. The legal system ain't looking so good out there, and they're kind of taking you into custody under false pretenses and trumped up charges. America, Western, I don't know. These feminists out here, well, kind of like the legal system we have here in America.
Yeah.
Kind of appreciate that. So, I don't know. I wish that, I don't know if people in America would step up, the legal system or anything like that. Keep it on that article, Deli. But here's what I do know. Okay? Tate, rooting for your brother, praying for you. Hope that you were feeling okay. Yeah. But no doubt, make no doubt that health is wealth.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Okay? Every 6 months, I actually do my labs, do my blood work. I actually just got it done today. I saw the results.
Good job.
Thank you. And there were a few things that were going on health-wise that I was cleaning up, and my labs were great, all good. She's like, "You're healthy as shit. Your testosterone is even higher than it was because I'm taking these like testosterone boosters." I'm like, "That's right, woman, right? Okay, I'm on one. Michael B. Jordan, your ass, right quick, right?" But the one thing that she's like, your cholesterol continues to be high. We got to monitor it. You could take a beta blocker, cholesterol. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm working on it. So I'm like, is there anything else that I need to be worried about? She's like, just watch your cholesterol. But your liver's good. Your pancreas is good. Your prostate's good. Nice. Your heart's good. Good. Testosterone, all good. But I know these things because I monitor my health. I take care of my health.
Right.
Would you rather be broke as shit in 20 or have $100 million, but you're 90 years old? What would you pick? I'd rather be broke in 20.
Yeah, me too.
What are you talking about? It's not even close.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? That the greatest thing you could possibly have is a long, healthy life.
Yep.
Forget about money. Forget about partying. Forget about assets. Forget about yachts. These are things that can benefit your life and make your life more fun. But the fact that you wake up every single day and you're not old, unhealthy, and dying is the real blessing.
Yeah, big time.
Okay? So health is wealth. So that's something that I'm very, very particular about. I've been very vocal. My father died a few years ago. Not a healthy guy. My ex-girlfriend, she's alive still, but she had cancer. I thought I was going to marry this girl. Next thing you know, cancer. Boom. I'm like, holy shit. Hot, beautiful, gorgeous girl, cancer, 24 years old. What is happening right now? It's insane.
Yeah.
So you see these stories, health-related stuff. It's just very concerning.
Yeah.
So when I think of something like Tate, it's like, I hope this is fake.
Yeah.
I hope this is not real. Yeah. Love or hate Tate. Don't be rooting for the dude to have cancer.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's a very deadly disease.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line is, I'd rather be 6 foot above the ground and been dealing with all sorts of nonsense than 6 feet underground with all the fun and glitz and glamour that you can take. Can't take it with you.
Yep.
Anyway, go ahead, Nat.
No, I agree with you. I don't wish any bad upon him, his health, his brother's health, any of those things, just because, at the end of the day, you can only do so much when your health starts to deteriorate, And I think even the situation that he is in this jail cell in Romania, like, I'm sure it's not the healthiest of healthy places he's sleeping in. The environment isn't even like mentally good for his mind. So I hope he's not sick like this, and then the stuff he's breathing in doesn't help him as well. So, I just hope his health is okay, and, he gets past this. And if he is sick, he gets the medical attention he needs, because, the cancer, it's very deadly. And I've had family members pass from it, and there's nothing like seeing life leave a person.
Yeah. Well, we're rooting for you, Tate, and hopefully this is not true,
Yeah.
and get better. And I'm sure everyone else out there is as well. Thinking of you, bro. All right, let's wrap up. We are now done with the day. This has been a fiery episode.
I know.
What did we talk about today? We talked about the Hershey's bar.
Yes.
Okay. We talked about WNBA. We disproved this wage gap out there right now. It's, capitalism, free market, eyeballs, the economy, putting butts in seats. That's what it matters. Not your sexual orientation, not your gender, not your race, none of that stuff like that. We talked about the difference between WNBA players, NBA players, male models, female models. We talked about Palessi. We talked about what happens when she pays the bill on the first date or not. We talked about Michael B. Jordan clapping back. We talked about you risking it all, going up and talking to that girl at the bar. And we talked about Tate. Yep. But now it's time for the happy ending. Announcement time. Announcement time. Okay, for all our friends out there in internet world, now's the time to join the real world. Okay, there's an event that we're going to be a part of. Natalya and I will be there. It is called Model Volleyball.
Yeah.
Valuetainment will be there March 18th and 19th in Miami Beach. That's put on by my good friends Olivia Ormos and Michael Malone and Skylar and Marco, my boys. And Model Volleyball is known as the sexiest event on the planet. So picture this. Hot-ass models. Mostly women, but there's some men for them. There's some men out there for Nat. She likes some Sigmas. They're out there, and they're going to be playing volleyball. There's going to be DJs, celebrities, liquor, sports, fun, sun, all that, and then some. And Valuetainment will be there filming right then and there live from Model Volleyball in Miami Beach. So we're going to be there. We're going to be doing interviews. If you want to meet us, you want to meet the Valuetainment crew, there may be a special appearance by you-know-who. If you're a fan of Valuetainment, you know who I'm talking about, and it's not Vinny, but Vinny will be there.
Yes.
So Valuetainment will be here at Model Volleyball. Come and join us.
Yes.
Go to modelvolleyball.com, modelvolleyball.com. Follow them on Instagram. They're out there. There's going to be some of the sexiest women you've ever seen in your life playing volleyball, having fun in the sun in Miami Beach. If you live anywhere near South Florida, get your ass here.
Get your ass here.
Okay.
Yes.
Nat, you excited to get out there?
I'm excited.
And rub and touch the, not rub, rub elbows.
Wait, what's rubbing?
Rubbing elbows with our friends and fans and followers out there. That'd be great.
That's one of my favorite things to do is like meet our audience, meet people. I love meeting people, getting to know people, their story and stuff like that. I think this is the perfect event to do so. High energy, beautiful place, lots of people. You get to experience that whole Miami experience and also meet some amazing people.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm super excited. I've never been to one.
Here's some of the people that I've met, that I've interviewed since I've been there. Vince Vaughn.
Oh, yeah.
Flo Rida. Travis Scott. My boy Chris Humphries. Bunch of NBA guys. Gronk, NFL guys. Models galore. Nina Agdal. Sexy-ass girls that are out there. You're talking about Next. You're talking about Wilhelmina. You're talking about Ocean Drive. Everything. They're all going to be out there. The Bang Chicks are going to be out there. DJs galore. Brody Jenner's going to be out there.
Yep.
So it's It's all that and then some in a bag of chips. So mark your calendars, March 18th and 19th. Let me make sure that it's in the calendar right now.
Yes.
That is in 2 weekends from now.
Yep.
Okay? March 18th, March 19th. That is Model Volleyball. Go to modelvolleyball.com. Valuetainment collab with Model Volleyball. We will see you there. Come say what's up. We'll be there both days, Saturday and Sunday. I think it opens up at noon every single day, and it goes till sundown every single day. Sexy, 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 sexy.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to be out there. So anyway, I'm excited for
Let's
that
get it.
sick episode today, Natalya.
Yes, great
That's
job.
it for us today, guys. Remember, health is wealth. Okay? Save that money. Pay less.
Pay less.
Okay? And enjoy the weekend. Be safe out there, guys.
We have the, yes.
Oh, what do we
you
have?
have any chats?
Yeah, I texted you.
Oh, we
my
have
phone
super
died.
chats?
My phone
Oh,
died.
my goodness.
Can I read it from
Oh,
you
go.
or
We have.
something?
I totally forgot about the super chats.
Yeah, we got to do our super chats.
Uh-oh. My bad,
phone
guys. I almost
cut off.
ended the episode.
Yeah.
Without the super chats. We
Not
appreciate
gonna do
you
that
guys.
to you guys. Okay, start from right. Okay, so we have Vladimir Loska. Just a donation. We appreciate you. We had another one. He says, Adam, what part of Belarus your grandparents are from? By the way, the last name Belarus.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. Your grandparents are from. By the way, the last name means pine tree forest. You know where your grandparents are
Okay.
from?
Interesting.
And then
DM me that information.
yeah, DM. And then we have these. This was from today. Beaten Cheeks. I see
Right,
you.
my
Just
guy.
check your email. I will check it. We got Duke from Canada. W Nat. Appreciate you. This one is from, I think those are from yesterday. Yeah, those are from yesterday. I think that's, these are today. Right here. Salon Wolf, this is making a shot towards that beautiful Pocahontas of a queen, Natalya. My darling, the way you stutter while pronouncing these super chats make me want to give you sun and moon,
I love
Illy.
you.
We love you. I appreciate the love. Thank you. And we got Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke's back in the chat.
guy.
He said, Nat, you seem kind of cool. That's what's up. Also, you're Puerto Rican and Guyanese. Yeah, I remember. You got to be able to throw it down in the kitchen. So what's your favorite meal to cook? Pepper pot? Ooh, I love me some pepper pot. But I do love some roti and curry. I like duck curry. That's my Guyanese. And, of course, the Jamaican patties. For
The
Adam.
patties.
But thank you guys. I know. Thank you guys for the super chats. We appreciate it. And thank you guys for the chats in general. Like,
Yes.
I read the chat, if it's super chat or not super chat. So we appreciate all of the conversation.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yes. So make
Wonderful
sure you guys
episode. I'm
like.
fired up. Let's go get this weekend started. Woo! Making it rain out here. Enjoy the weekend and save that money.